So these are the case study based MCQs of strategic management. These initially first 150 questions. Clear? First 150 questions are normal multiple choice questions. These type of questions we have already discussed in class. We will directly go to case study based questions. As you already know, case study based questions will come for 10 marks. Normal MCQs will come for 5 marks. So EISSM when you club, case study based questions will be for 20 marks, 10 marks for EIS, 10 marks for SM, and another 10 MCQs will be 5 marks of EIS and SM, which will be normal MCQs. Here are they here, and we are not going to discuss all case studies. Some case studies we will discuss so that you will at least have an idea about how to attempt these questions in exam. So let us start. Here we have, yes, question number 1. Listen very carefully. Connect Private Limited, a Mumbai-based company, is launching a smartphone under the brand name of Poppy. The company recognizes plethora of options that customers have from Chinese manufacturers flooding the smartphone landscape. With the recent COVID-19 pandemic hurting the global sentiment towards Chinese products, the company plans to play the patriotic card and advise Poppy as a Desi smartphone of India. Okay. The strategic arm of the company undertook an industry analysis and reported that budget smartphone segment was overtaken by what? Chinese brands completely. However, the low segment of smartphones was still open for exploration. Thus, the company planned to enter the market with two models, Poppy A and Poppy B. Poppy A ka price is 4,499 and Poppy B ka price is 5,499. The company is also aware that products can easily be imitated at the same costing as well as pricing, and therefore the very essence of their product can be lost. A team of marketing professionals were hired to tackle the issue. The solution they suggested was to take first mover advantage by spending huge amount on advertisement and promotion. Based on the sound consciousness of the competition from huge money backed international players, company decided to manufacture smartphone covers and accessories with the same Desi tag along with Poppy smartphones. This shall help them mitigate the risk of what being completely thrown out of business. Consequently, they invested a fairly good amount in manufacturing of these accessories. The investors made it an objective for the team to reach annual sales volume of 15,000 handsets and 70,000 pieces of accessories. The accessory sales surpassed the expectations by a fairly good margin. However, Poppy A and Poppy B did not receive much anticipated response, and leadership decided to reduce the scope and focus purely on accessories business going forward. With a new focus on accessories production, the Desi tag will still play an important part in its success. However, they need to ensure creation of strong barriers to entry for other domestic players, and for that they have plans to augment production to enormous levels. This shall reduce their unit cost, therefore enable what? Volume driven cost leadership. So what is the situation here? There is a company called Connect Private Limited. Here there is a company called Connect Private Limited, and it is a manufacturer of a mobile phone brand called Poppy. Clear? Now it wants to enter into the Indian market. And now, but problem, sir, problem is that majority of the Indian market, all Chinese companies are only there, right? Oppo, Vivo, MI, Redmi, Realme, OnePlus, IQ, almost Honor, Huawei, okay, Huawei. There are so many Chinese companies that it is finding it difficult to enter. But one advantage what happened because of COVID-19, in India, especially in India, people are against Chinese products. Because of which, there is an advantage for Connect Private Limited to enter into Indian market with a Desi brand, means Indian India ka stamp on that, made in India stamp on that. Because of which, it can those people who are against Chinese products, at least those people will buy their products. Thinking this, it launched what? It launched two smartphones. Number one, Poppy A, and number one, Poppy B. Copy A ka price was 4,500 and it was 5,500 for copy B. Now, now what happened? But where did it launch? Budget segment is there, but budget segment is already completely occupied by Chinese phones. That is why it launched in which segment? It launched its mobile phones in a segment called what? Lower end segment. But this company is sure that going forward in future, today it may have an advantage, but going forward in future, the same strategy might be copied by competitors. That is why, in order to ensure that future may negative impact does not happen in its business, in addition to manufacturing mobile phones, it also started manufacturing what? Mobile covers and accessories. But what happened? Now it wanted to sell. What was its annual sales target? Annual sales target was 15,000 mobile phones to be sold and 70,000 pieces of accessories. After 1 year, when it analyzed its sales, it came to know that mobile phone sales was very less. It was very less, but the accessories sale was very high, beyond the expectations. It was more than the expectations. That is why what happened? It started focusing more on accessories and it reduced the scope of its mobile phone division ka business. Now, what it has to do? Now let us see what are the questions they are asking. Every question, how many questions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every question carries 2 marks. So we analyze the question. Now based on the question, we need to answer the MCQs. So based on the above case scenario, answer the multiple choice questions. Number 1. Connect Private Limited entered a saturated market, means already lots of people are there in the market of smartphones after a due market study of understanding what? The competitive landscape. What is competitive landscape? Identifying competitors. Identify competitors. Put the below steps in correct sequence of understanding the competitive landscape. There are 4 steps in understanding the landscape. What are those 4 steps? They are asking you to arrange in a sequential order. First, what will I do? First, I will identify my competitors. This is step number 1. First, I will identify my competitors. After identifying my competitors, what do I do? I will understand the competitors. Then I will determine the strength and weakness of competitors. And then I will put all my information together. First, I will understand my competitors. Clear? Sorry. First, I will identify my competitors. That is 3. So I think B should be the answer. I think B should be the answer. That is step number 3, identify the competitors. Then step number 1, understand the competitors. Then determine the strength and weakness of competitors. And then put the all information together. Clear? So this should be the answer. Next. Point number 1.2. Annual sales volume as an objective by investors was crucial to establish the company in the market. Achieving the annual sales volume was very important for company to establish its business in the market. In which stage of strategic management are such annual objectives important? Now tell, which stage of strategic management may annual sales volume are important? Is it formulation stage? Do I need to just formulate a strategy, control, evaluation or implementation? Achieving annual sales volume. Achieving annual sales volume comes under which stage? Formulation, control, evaluation or implementation? Analyze and tell. It comes under which stage? D. It comes under implementation stage. Achievement comes under implementation stage. Next. Following the sales numbers reported, following the sales numbers reported at the end of the year, the leadership took a serious strategic standpoint to move forward and shift to a new core business which was more profitable. Under which of the following category business strategy can be categorized? What happened? Sir, what did they do? Where will I reduce the scope of my operations? It reduced the scope of its operations by manufacturing less mobile phones. Reducing the scope of operations comes under which strategy? A. It comes under retrenchment strategy. Simple one, nothing difficult here. Next. After getting results from market, accessories business of the company can be classified under which? Accessories business comes under which point of BCG matrix? एक्सेसरीज बिजनेस का मार्केट ग्रोथ रेट, एक्सेसरीज बिजनेस का मार्केट ग्रोथ रेट is very slow, but this company, but I am having my market share is high, my market share is high. Accessories ka growth rate is very less, but market share of mine in this market is very high. It should come under what? High market share in a slow growth rate market. Cash cow. Answer should be cash cow. Next. The phase two of shifting the business focus to peripheral accessories production, Connect Private Limited has planned to set up entries to barrier for its potential competitors. Which of the following barriers they have planned to implement? They are already having a high market share. We are already having a high market share, right? When I am having a high market share, will I produce more or will I produce less? I repeat, whenever I am having a high market share, will I produce more or will I produce less? I will produce more. I will produce more. And when production increases, cost per unit decreases. This is considered as what? This is considered as what? Capital requirement, product differentiation, access to distribution channel, or economies of scale. When I produce more, cost per unit will automatically come down. What is this called as? This is called as economies of scale. So economies of scale is the barrier what I have created for other people to enter into market. Understood how to analyze? Now this was question number 1. Next. Let us go to some random questions. We'll see question number 3. Little bit different question here. So listen very carefully. Haryali Private Limited, clear? Haryali Private Limited is a company working towards making corporate spaces greener with their innovative infrastructural designs and products. The company is newly found and has 6 founders. It works with a team of just 4 people in the middle level management and around 50 people on the ground, means lower level management, working at client relationship management, etc. etc. See, the top level management mein how many people are there? 6. Lower level management mein 50. Middle level management mein only 4. Now tell me which type of organization structure they are following. Highest number of people are there in lower level management. Lowest number of people are there in middle level management. Average, neither too high nor too less, are there in top level management. Which type of organization structure they are following? Where role of middle level management will be very less. Remember, they will be following which structure? They will be following hourglass structure. Remember, hourglass structure. Whether we don't know whether this they have asked in the questions or not, we don't know. The industry is fairly new but already dominated by Green Zone Private Limited, which produces around 800 designs for its 50 clients. Green Zone has a facility that produces the design structure at a massive scale of 3000 pieces per day. It has been the sole player for few years, but as the corporate plans to go green, the industry is expecting a rise. Okay. Haryali has begun decent operations but is struggling for a production facility. A proper strategy to build around the gaps and new areas of industry shall take its business to another level. The founders have a mission of reaching every single corporate in India. They plan to spread in 3 phases. First phase is to tap Delhi, NCR and Mumbai. Strategy team understands one important thing about these cities, that the working class needs something that they can personalize, means customize. Hence, the company decided to go for company focused designing that shall give them advantage over others. Haryali has also introduced green card point system wherein employees who chose to use their products earn points and can spend them for what? Herbal and organic products. The company has been doing good business since the last year and plans to expand online and offline models. So what is the situation, sir? Here, Haryali, clear? Haryali is a company, private limited company, and It is involved in what? Innovative infrastructure designs. Clear? Innovative infrastructure designs. It has 6 employees in top level management, that is their founders, 4 employees in middle level management, and 50 employees in lower level management. With this, we understood that it might be following hourglass structure. And it is having how many clients? 50 clients. It is having almost 3000 pieces of infrastructure it is creating every day. But it is struggling to increase its production. Why? It is not able to find a place. And now the objective, the mission of this company is to expand in Delhi also, NCR also, Mumbai also, National Capital Region. For which, clear, for which, rather now, for which, in order to tap these markets, in order to enter into these big markets, what it is planning to do, it is thinking that rather than providing what I want to provide, they now want to focus on customization. It wants to become the company which customizes the products as per customers' requirements, and any employee who chooses to use their products will give some points, and using these points they can buy some herbal products, and it is doing some good business now, and it wants to expand in online and offline business also now. Let us see what questions they are telling. Green Zone has been a leader in the industry and has deployed some barriers to entry on new players wanting to tap into this new growing industry. Apparently, Haryali has been struggling on the very same front and thus the barrier's magnitude increases. Which of the following barrier to entry used by Green Zone? Sir, Green Zone is a market leader. Green Zone is a market leader. Majority market share it is having. Since it is having majority market share, will it produce more goods or less goods? It will produce more goods. Since it is producing more, cost of production is decreasing. It results into what? Economies of scale. Similar point we have already discussed. Next, Haryali ka green point system. Remember, they are like any employee uses this company ka products will be given some points whenever they use the product, and using this they can buy some herbal products. So this is an example of which marketing technique. In addition to providing goods, they are also providing you some additional services. Additional green point services they are providing you. You are buying their product, additionally they are providing you something called what? Augmented marketing. I am providing some additional services to my customers, augmented marketing. Next, if Haryali, clear, if Haryali has to compete with Green Zone, it ought to have strategy in place. And not just strategy, but relevant strategy audit from time to time is necessary to accomplish its results. Okay, they are talking about strategy audit. As per Richard Rumlet, there are few criteria to be considered in strategy audit. Which of the following is not one of the criteria as per Richard Rumlet? There are 4 criteria for strategy audit. Which of the following is not a criteria for strategy audit? B, that is position. Position is not an example of criteria for strategy audit. Next, question number 3.4. The management structure of Haryali, what should be the answer? Just now we have discussed, right? What type of organization structure they are following? D, hourglass structure. Next, intensity of rivalry. Clear? Intensity of rivalry determines attractiveness and profitability of an industry. Rivalry between two companies is furious and the profitability shall be low because of all the following reasons, except what they are telling that profits will be less when competition is more. Because of which reason? Be clear, they are asking you which shall, because of all reasons except, which is not a reason for decrease in profits. Which is not a reason for decrease in profits. Sir, industry growth is slow, that may result into decrease in profits. Companies are product differentiation. Since I am having product differentiation, cost will be high, sales will be less, profits will be less. Green Zone is currently the industry leader, so my prices will always be high. So obviously what should be the answer? Variable cost. Variable cost is not a reason for less industry profitability. Sir, variable cost is a internal factor, not a factor for competition, right? So answer should be A, variable. Variable cost are not clear. Variable cost is not a reason for rivalry. I repeat, variable cost is not a reason for rivalry. So answer will be A. Clear? I hope you understood these two questions. Next, Let us go to question number 5. Again, little I am not going to solve all questions. Some questions which I feel are a little bit different from each other, that only we are going to solve. Question number 5. Strong Girls. Strong Girls Private Limited is an all female led early stage health drink company operating out of Bangalore. The company is aware of the two important things with respect to their business. First, the youth is really conscious about their health, and second, there are a plethora, lots of options available in the market to cater to their demands. Okay. With these points in mind, they launched their flagship product, Ava Juice, a health drink made from amla, papaya, aloe vera, and neem, targeted at increasing the immunity of young teenage girls. The USP, unique selling proposition, has been to make these drinks taste good with added organic flavors without any artificial substances by only using organic flavors. To achieve advantage in market segment, the production process has been standardized. The benefit has reflected in improved margins and better negotiating power. This product has been identified by strategy team as a star as per BCG growth matrix. Star means high market share. Clear, star means high market share in a high growth rate market. The marketing team has been one of the most influential in mapping the success of Ava Juice. The existing health drink companies have a very low customer loyalty and retention ratio. Existing companies are unable to retain their customers. The company had to work to win over its shortcoming. For this, they have set up collaborations with major schools of Karnataka as well as got into an agreement with state government of Karnataka to provide Ava juice to girls in government schools at subsidized rate at just 1 rupee each. This has been instrumental in bringing about free publicity from local as well as national media. With media coverage, the company very smartly placed a tagline, "We offer tasty health for our teens." And this was further pushed as a trend on social media to spread awareness of the brand. Effectively, the company has been able to position itself in a niche market domain and has been making really good margins. So what is the case study, sir? Here there is a company called Strong Girls Private Limited, and all the employees of this company are girls, clear, female, and it is a health based drink company. Today many teenage girls and boys are facing what health issues. So that is why they wanted to launch a health drink which is uh, healthy also, which is cost effective also, plus it is tasty also. And this taste, normally health drinks are not tasty. They have added some organic flavors in order to make it tasty also, healthy also. Why? Because nowadays people are very health conscious. Now now in order to now because what happens, because of this, like, taste is also there, taste is also good, price is also reasonable, people are health conscious also. That is why what happens, they are having a very high market share at a very high growth rate market, because of which they are considered as stars. Now, but problems are in these type of industry, in the health drink industry mein, problem is like getting the customers is very easy, but retaining the customers is very difficult. That is why, in order to ensure that they not only get customers but also retain the customers, they started providing this in government schools of Karnataka at only 1 rupee. At only 1 rupee this drink to girls. Because of this, what happened? Free publicity caused not only at national level but also at international level. Now let us see what questions they are asking. As per clear, as per Peter F. Drucker, it is important to have a meaningful answer to the question, what business are we in? Through Ava Juice, the company answered the following: we offer tasty health for our teens. Among which of the following does this statement fall? Just remember this one. What business we are in? What business we are in? We are talking about present or future. What business we are in? What business am I doing right now? Is it future or present? Present. Present means vision or mission. Present is always mission. Present is always mission. Next. The process have been standardized. as a strategy to improve margins and gain more negotiation power. Which of these generic strategies by Michael Porter has the company deployed to create favorable scenarios for itself? Now, point number one, sir. First of all, is it providing a health drink along with taste? Is it providing health drink along with taste? Yes, sir. So, health drink along with taste can every company provide or only some companies? I'm able to differentiate my product with your product, correct? That is differentiation. Plus, plus, who is the target audience for this company? Everyone or only girls? That too only teenage girls. Is there focus only on teenage girls? Means they are following differentiation strategy also. They are following focus strategy also. Can I say they are following focused differentiation strategy now? In total, if I club these two, is it a focused differentiation strategy? Yes. So what should be the answer? A, B, C or D? Sorry, not differentiation. Sorry, price. Sorry, price. 1 rupee, right? 1 rupee only they are providing. They are providing focused cost leadership. They are focusing on health industry, teenage girls, plus they are also providing at a very less cost. My bad. It is focused cost leadership. D. Next, Igor Ansoff developed a framework which described the intensification options available to a firm. Intensification में how many are there? Market penetration, product development, market development. These are examples of intensification. Which of the following did Strong Girls Private Limited use for intensifying Eva juice? Sir, same health drink, existing product only. Are they selling in a new market by targeting only young girls? Same product, existing product only. In order to increase their market share, existing product only, they started selling to teenage girls. Existing product but new market. Existing product but new market. What is this? Which development? Existing product but new market. Existing product but new market. Market development. So answer is C. Which of the following was used to increase saleability based on industry analysis of existing customer retention success rate? The marketing team could therefore track the open gaps and focus on niche teenage girls. Like what did out of the following options, what did this company do in order to increase the sales? What did it do? It compared itself with other companies. What did this company do? This company compare itself with other companies. After comparing my company with other companies, I came to know that the other company may what problems they are facing, that they are able to get the customers but unable to retain them. Based on that, I prepared my strategy. I compared my business with some other businesses in the industry. Then I prepared a strategy for providing this juice for only 1 rupee in government owned schools. What is this? I am comparing myself with someone, benchmarking. Ava juice, clear. Ava juice can be identified as a star as per BCG growth matrix. Clear. Bases the rapid growth it has shown and the enormous funds it demanded to maintain the market and fuel the growth. Okay. What would Ava juice turn into as per the matrix if its growth slows down? Sir, market share is high, market share is high, market growth rate is also high, then only I am considered as star. Then only I am considered as star. But sir, if my market share is high, but they say if growth rate becomes low, then what will I become? Then a star will convert into cash cow. Obviously, right? Market share is high, growth rate is low. I will remain what, sir? I will become a cash cow. I hope you are able to understand how to analyze the question and answer MCQs. Question number 7. Question number 7. Sook Private Limited has been importing Italian crockery under the brand name of Facile since 2017. The company was among the first ones in India to introduce innovative unbreakable crockery. Okay. Their affiliate, an Italian company which owns Special brand, had entered into what? A progressive deal wherein products would be sourced to India via their logistics and all the marketing spend would be covered by them. However, customer management and nationwide distribution would be taken care by Suk Private Limited. This required English speaking skilled workforce, which has been a constant challenge for the company in India. Okay. Then the owners of Suk Private Limited have been regular at attending industry level and conclaves, both national and international level. Leaders of the company are avid readers of business magazines. Following that, it was observed that recent sentiment of the country towards vocal for local could disturb their Italian brand's marketability. An extraordinary meeting was set up and steps ahead were planned. Okay. The outcome of the meeting was to partner with local producers of earthen utensils in phase 1 of the change strategy. For this, 7 state governments were approached. The team was successful in bagging contracts from all the government departments of these 7 states and could position themselves fairly in the market. To fund this new investment, they have planned to slowly sell off their Italian business assets as well as the brand to probable buyers. This timely shift is proving to be a game changer for the company, and the leadership is quite happy and better than before earnings and a much greater responsibility from the customers. They find it easier to operate with domestic producers and vendors, and a sense of patriotism is instilled in the consumer's mind. This is the situation. So, what is the situation, sir? There is a company called Suk Private Limited, which imports what crockery items from Italian brand called Facile. And this brand is owned by whom? This brand is owned by a company in Italy. Now what happens? Now there is an agreement between the Italian company and Indian company. There is an agreement between Italian company and Indian company, Suk Limited, that import clear all the marketing expenses and transportation expenses, marketing and transportation expenses. I repeat, marketing and transportation expenses will be taken care by the Italian company which is exporting the goods to India, and customer management is there, distribution is there, all these things will be taken care by Indian company. Now what happened? But problem, sir, in order to sell in India, that to a high quality products, they need English speaking staff, which is a big problem for the company. And normally what happens, since this is a big company, they are attending lots of meetings, national meetings, international meetings, lots of meetings they are attending, conclaves they are attending. After attending so many conclaves, they came to know that in case if they launch an Italian brand ka product in India, nowadays people are against foreign brands, right? Maybe Chinese brands, France, Italy, Australia, US. Like people are lots of patriotism is there in people nowadays, so they are against foreign brands, and even government is supporting made in India, right? That is why it thought, okay, let us now, rather than having a agreement with a foreign company, let us have an agreement with Indian company only. So it approached 7 state governments, and all 7 state governments may it got a permission to enter into the that particular market. Because of which what happened? People are because of which a sense of patriotism is there in public also. The company is also having patriotism. Rather than supporting a foreign company, it started supporting Indian companies. Everyone is happy. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Governmentally, it's a win-win situation because made in India ka concept is getting more promoted. Indian company Suk Private Limited also is having an advantage because sales will increase because of patriotism, and for domestic producers also their business will increase because of this agreement. Everyone clear, it is a win-win situation. Now let us see what are the questions they are asking and how do we answer them. They say the shift of company to earthen homegrown utensils was based on trigger of change. Which of the following trigger is most relevant in this case? According to you, why did it want to cancel its agreement with an international brand and want to enter into Indian brands? Why did it want to cancel the contract and go for Indian brand contract? Why? Because of innovation, consumer sentiment, patriotism comes under what? Consumer sentiment only, clear? So patriotism comes under consumer sentiment. B will be the answer. Which of the following type of strategic control did the owners and leadership of Suk Private Limited deploy that eventually turned out to be one of the most effective strategic decisions? Sir, they just generally they went to meetings. Clear, generally they went to meetings. During the meeting only, in general, someone was talking about Made in India. Then they came to know, okay, Made in India is one concept. We have to promote that. General monitoring of environment. They generally just wanted to analyze whether people are preferring Indian brands or foreign brands. Then they came to know. General monitoring of environment comes under which control? Premise control? No. Special alert control? No. Implementation control? No. General monitoring of environment comes under strategic surveillance. Next. Vocal for local. Here, vocal for local is a market sentiment that changed the customers' preferences for majority of their products of all the industries. On the basis of that, Suk Private Limited gauged the competition it might face in coming months and provision to change its own product. Which of the following force, as per Michael Porter's 5 forces, is the most relevant in this case? So tell me, foreign brand and Indian brand, they are called what? Substitutes. If I don't provide Indian made goods to people over a period of period of time, if I keep providing foreign made goods only, people will slowly shift from foreign made goods to Indian made goods. They are called substitutes. Foreign goods and Indian goods are substitutes. So which is the best example what we can have? Threat of substitutes. Next, which of the following aspects of supply chain management was the most challenging for Suk Private Limited at the time of selling the Facile brand? See, if I open a showroom, foreign company ka, obviously talking to customers English, that is nothing but customer service. This was the biggest problem. Why? Because to provide customer service, they need English speaking people according to the agreement, but they don't have, right? If Indian products I sell, customer service will be easy. I can use any Hindi language, Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil, any language I can use. Next, to strategically revamp, their business, partnerships were done with Indian local producers from 7 states, and to fund it, existing business was sold off. Did it close its completely business or it only sold off foreign business? Did this company, Suk Private Limited, complete the organization it closed or only one division of foreign division? Which division did it close? Complete business or one division? One division. When I'm selling off only one division rather than a complete business, then it is called as which strategy? It is called as divestment strategy. Here it is called as divestment strategy. Next, question number 8. Question number 8. Dr. Mikesh Gupta. Clear? Dr. Mikesh Gupta, agriculture management guru at a leading management school in Patna, has been driving the business of eBandhu with 7 of his students since 2017. This business has two core objectives. First, sustainable farming awareness, and second, seasonal availability of agricultural inputs. It is a technology driven business wherein they have one stop shop for all agricultural products available to farmers at competitive prices. The business is quite challenging given the fact that farmers of the region are not well aware of how to use the technology. The team sat down in the summer of 2019 to re-engineer the entire business. Re-engineering the entire business comes under re-engineering means what? BPR. Re-engineering means BPR. So the team sat down in the summer of 2019 to re-engineer the entire business, and they were very clear about making changes to entire business process without any focus on existing process. They completely wanted to stop doing what they are doing right now, and they wanted to start doing the new way of working. Then what happened? Then a new definition was formulated to be successful in agricultural sector. First and foremost, the target was moved from directly serving the farmers to onboarding the wholesalers and retailers into the system and selling the products to them. This was done on the based on study that wholesalers and retailers could be great influencers of technology, adaptability and use. Secondly, logistics was outsourced to Malgadi, a rural supply chain management company, which eased off the balance sheet of eBandhu in terms of asset procurement and corresponding debt. Third and most important was inclusion of new service-based product in their application, Chara Vidya. Clear Chara Vidya, which educates farmers about the latest sustainable farming practices being implemented around the world. This could be a game changer for eBandhu in agro startup circle. The team is excited about the newness that Dr. Mikesh has brought in through the strategic changes, and they foresee a better sustainable future for their idea. So what is the situation here? There is one clear. There is one professor who is called as Dr. Mikesh Gupta. This person, along with 7 of his students, started a sustainable farming ka business in 2017. But problem is that the main problem is that they are directly providing their goods to whom, sir? Farmers. And farmers are mostly are not well educated to understand the technology. Because of this, they are facing lots of challenges in using. They thought, okay, let us not continue like this. Let us make up a complete changeover of our business. And when they made up a complete changeover of our business, that is nothing but business process reengineering, wherein 3 changes they bought. Change number one, rather than directly selling the goods to farmers, they bought in what's a wholesale and retail system. They will give to wholesalers will give to retailers. Retailers will try to make sure that they make the directly talk to the farmers, make them understand how the technology is used, and then increase the sales. Second one, logistics also. Okay, logistics also they have outsourced it to other company called Malgadi. Because of which what happens? Balance sheet of the company eased, means they need not buy vehicles in order to deliver the goods. They have outsourced, right? So their balance sheet pay impact is less. Their investment in capital expenditure is reducing. Investment in revenue expenses is increasing. And number three, and most important one, they also started an app or a website which teaches the farmers about sustainable farming. Because of which complete team is motivated thinking, okay, we have a good future. This is the case. Now let us see what they are asking. Switching from direct selling to marketing through wholesalers and retailers was a strategic decision taken by management. So strategic decisions are always proactive or reactive. I repeat, strategic decisions are always proactive. So what should be the answer? Strategic decisions are always proactive. So what should be the answer? C. It should be C, proactive. Next, Chara Vidya. Clear? Chara Vidya was bought into the market to increase farmers' awareness of soil quality and the latest sustainable farming practices from around the world. What kind of growth strategy does this fall under? Same farmers co. Now they started providing training. Farmers are same, market is same, but they launched a new product in the market called website and an app which teaches farmers about sustainable development. Launching a new product for existing farmers. Which development it is? New product, existing market. Product development. Next. One of the most strategically advantageous decisions for eBandhu was to get into a contract with Malgadi. Which of the following would be an advantage of eBandhu? Which should be the advantage? They say which could not be an advantage, which is not an advantage. See, when I am giving a contract to someone, cost savings will happen, delivery time will reduce, customer satisfaction will increase. Because of this, inventory will normally increase or decrease. Inventory should decrease, but what they have given, increased inventory of product. So this will not happen. This is not an advantage. Answer is D. Next. eBandhu. Clear? eBandhu spent a good amount of money on re-engineering its business. Which of the following steps in BPR, business process reengineering, did they skip? Sir, they determined their objectives. What were their objectives? Increase in sales. They formulated a redesigning plan also. They implemented a plan also. But did they study about existing process? No, they did not study about existing process. That concept is not given in our question itself. Revamping, clear, making changes, revamping the business to cater to wholesale and retail rather than direct farmers is what? They are, earlier they used to directly sell to farmers. Now they will give to wholesaler, wholesaler will give to retailer, retailer will give to farmer. Have they changed their business model or not? So answer should be D, changes in business model. The changes in business model. Now, next we have question number 9. Again a little bit different question here. Again a different question, question number 9. Lactocalci is a family-run company engaged in the business of manufacturing packaged sweetened probiotic beverage. Okay. The management envisions a potential future in health and fitness industry. It thereby adopted a new statement, ensuring health for everyone to uplift the company's business makeup and market position. Lactocalci introduced a new product for its existing customers. Tell me, new product for existing customers, which strategy? New product for existing market, which strategy? Market development or product development? A range of sugar-free milkshakes. Okay. The company initiated an advertisement campaign with a tagline called what? Now enjoy the goodness of lactocalci in sugar-free milkshakes. It is anticipated to become the most selling product of the company. Further, to make the product unique, they adopted a distinctive product packaging design. The milkshake Tetra packs came with a calorie saved scale printed on them. It was designed to motivate the consumers to a healthier life. As a result, the company was able to sell these milkshakes at a higher price. The company saw decent response from market and were planning to scale up the operations when suddenly political disturbance in the state pulled down their sales to rock bottom. Several warehouses of the company had to be temporarily shut down. However, Mr. Rohatgi, the passionate operations head of the company, responded swiftly and re-engineered the business process. He automated inventory management and outsourced logistical support. Small investments in IT infrastructure in the troubled time reaped higher returns. The company was able to achieve better than before efficiency at all levels of operations and ensured regular sales. So what is the case study say here? Lactocalci. Clear, Lactocalci is a manufacturer of milk beverage which is unsweetened. Means like in order for healthy customers, sugar free they launched sugar free milkshakes, because of which their sales increased, because they were unique, their sales increased, something uniqueness they were providing, because of which what happened, they started charging high price. Same product, same milkshake they launched to same customers but with a small change, which is called product development. But suddenly what happened, suddenly what happened, due to political changes, disturbances in political industry, automatically their sales reduced, and during that time what happened, they re-engineered their business, they did BPR, because of which BPR they automated their inventory, because of which efficiency increased. This is what is the case study. Now, introducing sugar-free milkshakes by Lactocalci falls under which product management strategy? New product, existing customers. New product, existing customers. Which development? Product development, already discussed. Which of the Michael Porter's generic strategy was adopted by Lactocalci? They are providing sugar-free milkshakes which others are not providing. They are providing some calorie meter also. That is called uniqueness. Uniqueness comes under which strategy? Uniqueness comes under differentiation strategy. B is the answer. Differentiation strategy. They are providing something unique. They are not focused on one customer, right? They are not focusing on one area. They are providing sugar-free milkshakes also, normal sweetened milkshakes also. So that cannot be said as focus strategy. It is only differentiation strategy. Next, the strategic intent is expressed in ensuring health for everyone. What is this? Ensuring health for everyone is a vision. Next, what kind of leadership did Mr. Rohatgi portray to pull out Lactocalci from sudden disruption? He motivated people to do. He motivated people. This fellow motivated people. People were motivated by him. People were thinking like this person like a role model. Transformational leadership model. Clear? Transformational leadership style. Which central thrust area was the focus of lactocalcis management while implementing BPR? Like why it wanted to implement BPR? In order for cycle time, in order to reduce the cycle time. Clear? So this was question number 9. So before we close the class today, one more case study we will see. I hope you are able to understand how to answer the questions. Strategic management may it will be little bit easy only, but problem students face in EIS. Tomorrow we will discuss about EIS. Like let us go to some random question. I think question number 12 should be little bit different. Okay, question number 12 we'll see. In 2018, clear? In 2018, Mr. Kumar Venkat, known as KV by his peers, started a career mentoring company under the name of what? Freedom Private Limited, which aimed to provide world-class career mentoring to students on global opportunities in the field of interest. So this fellow started a business of providing mentoring services, clear? Mentoring services to people in education field. The company was started with just 12 people initially, of which two educationists closely work with KV in the top management. So two people, three people in top level management. Clear? Three people in top level management. One is the owner, that is KV, and two educationalists. And then three subjects expert. Three subjects expert were there in middle level management. And then what we have, while the rest of the team worked under middle level management. 1 minute. Independently looking, okay. Next, the company targeted affluent schools, means big business schools, and the response was quite enormous. Huge response they got. They expanded their offices in 5 major cities with a span of 18 months. Within just 18 months, they got lots of contracts. A lot of many people started entering the education mentoring business. The market was getting skewed out, and only a few new enrollments were being made by Freedom. Slowly, what happened? Their enrollments reduced. To set out a plan and strategize a win over competition, the top management headed by KV appointed Miss Angela Michael to research the competition and bring out the best and worst of each of them. So initially sales were very high. Lots of schools were interested. 80 clear. 5 cities may they entered into in just 18 months. But after a after a brief period of growth, slowly, what happened? Their business started reducing. So what they did, they appointed a person called Angela Michael in order to find out the why this is happening exactly. Pros and cons. Even though the two experts wanted stream level, middle level managers to be a part of decision making, KV was out of view that they shall anyhow. So these other two subject experts were there, right? They wanted uh, two experts to be there in middle level management, but the owner was against that idea. Post analysis, clear? Post analysis from Miss Michael, Freedom developed a service that was unique and valuable. They offered free student parent question answer sessions as expected, it uplifted their market position to become one of the most trusted education guidance company. Parents started accepting and acknowledging the expert advice from Freedom and even recommended them to their friends. This acceptance brought about a wave of growth for the company. Also, they do not mention a price for any of their services. They devise a scheme wherein they assure that user gets the best price available among the competitors. This was also highly appreciated by the students. So what happened after the report from Angela? What they did, they started offering free guidance services to their students and free sessions they used to have with their parents. Because of it, their sales increased, registrations increased. Not only them, their customers who visit them, they are also bringing more customers to their business. And price also was which is least in the market. They are charging price which is lesser than their competition. The company now plans to open their offices in 6 more cities. So much of growth has happened. including overseas offices also. KV's vision and leadership has been driving force for the 200 plus strong team. Initially, they started with very less number of people. Now they have 200 people in their team. It's clear. Initially, they started with only 12 people. But now they are having how many people, sir? More than 200 people they are having. Now let us see what are they asking. Which of the following dimensions of strategic management does not match with decision making? Which of the following dimensions? No. See, the other two top level management people, what did they say? They want experts to be there in middle level management. Means they wanted employees to get involved in decision making. But this fellow allowed them or did not allow them? Did not allow them. Then they should come under what? They should come under point number C, require management involvement. Which of the following task of strategy formulation and review was entrusted to Miss Angela? What did Miss Angela do? Miss Angela compared this business with other companies and then gave them suggestions. Comparing myself with other companies and then putting some suggestions is called what? Benchmarking. Parents accepted and appreciated, clear? Parents accept and appreciated freedom services and their vision. Which benefit did freedom enjoy from such acknowledgement? What happened? Their brand identity increased. Pricing decision of freedom can be categorized as what? Is it deciding a price or it is deciding a price after comparing with competitors? It is comparing with competitors. Once I analyze the competitor price, then I will decide my price. So am I a price leader or a price follower? Price follower. Next, which of the following structures they adopted? They adopted what? Strategic business unit. Every person will be given different departments to take care. So these are examples of how case study based MCQs will come in exam, which we have discussed in today's class. Anyone has any doubts here?